experience in what it takes to get results. And this is a quite big topic, so I'll do my very best to make it comprehensive and practical. First and foremost, I like to look at the word results. What is it that we mean when we say results? Many times that mean you want a different outcome than what you have in your life right now. You want something new that you feel is not present in your life. So the idea is I do something to get something, and if I get it the way I want or more than I ever expected, then that's a success. Then I've got a successful result. And many times that comes with a paradigm, especially where I grew up in a Western society, of working more, working harder, putting more strain into your body, into your mind, and just the grit and just pushing. And there is qualities in that that allows you to come out of your patterns, allows you to do something that you may have not done before, to look at things in a different way, pushes you to a level where you can access subconscious energy that might be stored, but that's survival energy, right? That's energy stored for survival. So as it has a charm and it has its uses, I would say the main thing in my personal professional experience is to be open to get a different result. That I am open. It's a possibility in my mind that I can get a different outcome from my life than I have right now. I'm mentally open to that. And that it's an ongoing journey. This is not something you will do once and then it will roll automatically by itself and all the good things just keep on coming to you. It's really about starting to look at life in a different way. It's a mentality, it's a mindset shift that we do. Oh, I did this coaching investment with someone on project and I got the results, but now I feel I'm going back to the old, I'm reverting back into an old pattern. There's a lot to be said about that. One, it might be that you're feeling those emotions, that you're feeling those old thoughts and sensations as your body's clearing them out of the system. Two, it might mean you're changing something. There might be something that needs to be changed in your life to move forward, something that needs to be shifted. A way of looking at things is usually what limits people when it comes to getting results. I only see success as I'm getting this or else it's a failure. And that's why some people seem to have a lot of failures and other people seem to have a lot of successes, because it's the way you look at things that will get you a result and a success or not, right? The way that I view things. I come from a martial arts background, and there's this saying, a master has failed more times than a beginner has even tried. And there's a lot to that. To not look at success or failure as an outcome, as a result of what you're doing, but to see it as a practice. This is where I'm going. And if I'm not successful in this way, I do something else, I do something else. And I inhabit that mindset. I create a lifestyle practice so I feel comfortable in doing that, continuing to move forward, continuing to effortlessly and with ease move through any obstacle and challenges that comes, and that I'm able to receive help and bring in support from other people if I need coaches, friends, family members, whoever it might be. And to really hold on to that internal anchoring and vision of where is it that I am going. Because it's easy to do all the practices and morning meditations and go to bed on time, wake up on time, eat the right food for your body when everything feels good. But when everything starts to feel challenging or these old emotions comes up or something feels that it doesn't come to you effortlessly with ease, you're not in that state of flow, that's when the internal resolve really comes in. And I'm not talking about pushing and suppressing and overriding yourself. It's an internal resolve to actually choose to go somewhere, I'm done with this part of my life and I'm choosing to move forward. And that's a lifelong path. And we will have results and successes along the way. But it's important to realize that is a shift. When you choose to open something up and see your past, see old traumas, blocked emotions, injuries, protective mechanisms, tensions, pain, illnesses, whatever it is, when we choose to go to the root cause of what has created this, we're really going to be in a state of change, right? We're going to be in a state of challenging this, right? And the benefits from doing this work is that you feel better. Ultimately you will feel better. You'll have more opportunities. You will have a greater variety in life. You will have more energy. Sometimes you won't. Sometimes it will be less energy. But that's what you're working towards. You're working towards something richer. You're working towards having something different in your life than you're having currently. And that is definitely a lifelong journey. And of course, you can reach the initial result that you were looking for. But just to realize how the conditioning, especially of a Western mind, is, I reach a result and then I just want more. Oh, that was not, well, that's easy. I can do it effortlessly now. And more and more. So it's always pushing towards more because that's how we raised up, that's how we condition. So a big part of this practice is also acceptance and gratitude. When actually you reach a result, to stop and celebrate a little bit and feel, wow, I actually done this. This used to be a big issue challenge for me, and it isn't anymore. And realize what a big shift that is, and celebrate. Make a ritual of celebrating every time you overcome an obstacle, every time you manage to go through something that was challenging for you, and see your progress moving forward, and not judging the value of you as a person or your ability to be loved, or you know that you're even able to be loved based on what you do. It's more where you're coming from. Where I'm coming from, where I'm going, is based on trust, is based on love, is based on effort sometimes, but it's a drive, it's a purpose, it's a calling. And everyone around you will not always see what that is. Everyone won't and understand that purpose, that calling, and that passion. So that's why it's important to have an internal resolve and know very deeply within you, and keep fortifying that, keep feeding that, right? Maybe hang out with equal-minded people, maybe look at inspirational clips, videos, write down your successes so you feel a little bit more motivated and prompted to move forward. But also to remind yourself, why did I start this journey in the first place? Where am I going? And this is very common, like I've done a lot of trainings in my life, a lot of modalities and approaches and protocols. And every time I leave a training, I feel a bit accelerated. Wow, this will heal the world. And yeah, it might do. But that's kind of the energy you get when something is new, that's the energy of novelty. And that will fade after a while, and it might go back to everyday life. So that's why raising your standards is really important. And raising your standards means having a lifelong practice and changing that practice. Doesn't mean you do the same thing for the rest of your life. That means noticing when you start to go into a slump, when what you're doing is not working as well, and change it up and do something new, so that you can have more of that energy coming back to you. I'm opening up and clearing more space to attract more. I'm allowing myself to receive more than I have had before. And that's really the thing when it comes to success. I mean, some of the most successful people that I know of, financially, health wise, relationship, business, friendship, sports endeavors, or hobbies, they just have a different mindset, right? To just keep on working until they get it right. It's a practice of getting it right. It's not, I'm so bad, I don't know how to do this. I tried so many times, I keep mess up. No, they're like, how can I get this right? That's not really right. It's not that personal attachment to the outcome. It's a curiosity, it's a drive, it's a play. Oh, I didn't get it right. Now I got it right, but I can probably do it a little bit better. But it's not a personal attachment to this is good, this is bad. It's a drive, it's an internal drive to move forward, a curiosity. It's kind of like a kid trying to learn how to stand up. You're not going to give up after you fail two or three times. Otherwise, you will be scooping around your butt rest of your life. You're actually going to make that internal resolve to stand up, to drive. So we have it biologically in us, in our DNA, in our nervous system. But what happens many times with life and with traumas is that we forget about that, and we put limitations on us, or we take on conditionings of other people, and we don't allow that to come forward. We start to go into the value of what it means, the outcome of something I do. Oh, this was successful or this was a failure. No, it's a learning or a gain. That's simply it. And running a business is pretty much the same. You're gonna like to solve problems or situations or challenges. Going from what we can call failure to failure without losing motivation or creativity is a definition of success. You're moving forward, you're driving forward, you're allowing yourself to have that. There is no limitation to you. So remember that your internal resolve and mindset will dictate where you're going. Whenever it's challenging, come back to that. Why did I start in the first place? And then look at what you already have achieved going so far. Whatever you've been through in life has not killed you. You have survived it. You might be in a survival state. It might have not made you stronger if you haven't processed it and resolved it, but you still have survived it. So you already have that success of resilience moving forward. So as you allow yourself to do more and more of this work, you realize that it's not about doing 2-3 months of coaching with someone or 5 sessions and then everything is fixed. It's a lifelong practice, and to learn to enjoy that growing, expanding, developing, and to actually have a passion for it. And then you're going to have the results no matter what they are. It might be different amount of time to get to the results, but you're going to get them. It's inevitably, because there's no internal, external resistance. It's just you moving towards something. It's like gravity. It's like magnets. You're just pulled towards what you're looking at. The more you cut out the internal resistances and move towards that result, the more that results will find you. That result will be pulled towards you magnetically. So this is really what I look into when I say what it takes to get results. Internal resolve, releasing inner resistances, traumas, conditionings, patterns, having a practice moving forward that you're changing, working with someone that supports you and can help you mirror you. It's like a shadow. It's hard to see. Someone will need to tell you there's your shadow so you can actually see it. And to be in a equal-minded, supported community that will allow you to move forward. And that's why we have a retreat space for people to really come in and get a jump start into their practice, or if they already have a practice, better yet, to come here and really go deeper into the practice. So when they get back into their everyday life, they can continue effortlessly to move on with this. And that's why we also have online mentorship programs that run for a couple of months to get people into this habit of working with someone, doing something together in a group, doing it in one-on-one session. I work on my own aspects in my own time, and then I come back and I get feedback. So I have this process over a period of time, because it takes a little bit of time to make a change. So that's really what it takes to get the results, to learn how to enjoy the process and remove internal resistances. And if you want to know more, feel free to reach out to me or to us for a DM if you want to know more about how you can come to our retreat and really do a deep immersion into that. You can go into livingwiththespirit.com, leave a comment below, and we will get back to you and give you some more information about how you can come into these immersions that we do here, usually for 3 weeks, to really get a boost into your personal practice and allow you to get the results that you're looking for, and to find that formula to continuously get the results that you're looking for moving forward in life. So thank you very much for joining me today, and I hope you have a wonderful day.